Hi guys, welcome to Software Jobs Training. This is week 1, day 3. So in last video we have seen that how to create unordered lists, right? So we had our UL tag and we added the list items to them, right? And in this tutorial we are going to see the ordered lists. So they are quite similar to the unordered list, but few changes are there, few differences are there. So the very big difference, or the biggest difference, is actually the tag itself. So last time we were using the UL tag and this time we are using the OL tag, right? So OL is basically for stands for ordered list. So it's gonna show the lists in an order. So there will be as you can see that you can see the numbers over here. So it says 1 2 3 4 5. So this is all because of the ordered list. So it's going to show the list items in a specific order. Okay, so it will be easier for us to code this in live editor from the scratch. Okay, so I'm going to the live editor. Last time we created this index.html, but now I'm going to create a new file that is going to say week 1 day 3.html. so you can basically name it as anything. You could have named it as ordered lists.html, ol.html, or you could have saved it with your name. So it's just personal preferences. So I'm gonna save it as week 1 day 3. So all the work we will do, I'm gonna do this inside this page, right? Hitting OK. This is refreshing the page, right? So I can just get rid of all this text written over here. So we are basically going to start up with writing the HTML, and in head I'm going to write the title as week 1 day 3. It's sufficient enough, right? Now I'm going to start the body. Okay, so as we have just seen, so I'm going to use the OL instead of UL. So OL basically will stand for ordered lists, and I can start up with writing a few list items into it. So again we can just write the names of the fruits like last time. So we are going to add 4 fruits in total, and we are done. So I'm gonna hit save, and let's view this file and let's see how does it look so far. So it has the 4 list items, and you can see that right before the list item displays, it shows up in a specific order. So you can see the number 1, number 2, list number 3, item number 4, right? So basically if you want to order the list items in a specific order, you can just choose OL instead of UL, because remember last time we tried UL and it was showing up in disks, right? It was showing up in a bullets format. Okay, so right, so we can actually modify this list, this ordered list. We can just specify that if this list need to be start from 1 2 3 4, you know, or you want it as ABC, or you want the Roman letters to display in front of it. Okay, so right in our ordered lists tag we can just specify an attribute. Okay, so an attribute basically is used to put some additional information into the tag to modify its properties. Okay, so by default it shows the list items by numbering 1 2 3 4, but we can change it to A B C D. So to change that, we're going to change its type attribute. So make sure you specify its attribute that says type is equal to, and in double quotes you can actually tell it to display using, display it as ABC. Okay, so I'm gonna hit save, and So as you can see that A, B, C, D is the order of the list item now. To change it to Romans, you can use I. Okay, save, and so this is changed into Roman, so I, double I, triple I, and IV, so that stands for 1, 2, 3, 4 in Romans, right? So in this way you can actually change the attributes to modify the properties of a tag. Okay, so let's get back to our console. This is it for the ordered list. So and the best thing about these lists item is that you can actually use them as nested in a nested format actually. So you can basically use an ordered list inside an unordered list, or you can do the other way around. Okay, so you can basically use a list inside a list inside a list, right? So let's pay attention to this code that we have written. So first of all, we have started the ordered list, and this is the first item, this is the second item, then we have started another ordered list. Okay, so over here we have first item, and inside that we have another list. So we have done the nesting thrice. Okay, so first list, and this is second list, and this is third list, and then this third one is closed first, then OL tag is closed, and then the parent OL is closed. So this will be the output of it actually. So it's going to show the first item, then the second item, right? Then we have started another OL inside that, and then a few then two list items of actually unordered lists, and that's pretty much it, right? So the basic thing is that you can use a list inside a list, okay, as many times as you want. So but just make sure that you just close them properly, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so this is a self-assessment task for you, and this is basically on the lists that we have figured out so far. So I'm gonna skip this assessment, and I'm sure you can solve this. It's pretty easy. Okay, so now we're gonna discuss the links. Links are basically used to navigate from one page to another. Okay, so suppose we are right now on console, and if I want to navigate to the live editor, so I'll use a link. Okay, so as you can see that this is a link that will send me to the live editor. So now we are going to see how to use the links. Okay, so as we have discussed so far that links are basically used to send a person, to navigate a person from one page to another. Okay, so this is basically done using anchor tag that starts with A. Okay, so this A tag that you have been seeing so far now, this is basically an anchor tag actually. So it starts up with A, and then it ends up with A, but inside it there's an href thing. Okay, so this is an attribute for the URL of the page. Okay, so suppose you want to send this person to slide2.html, and you can just put this inside the href, and this is actually the text that you're going to show to the user. Okay, so you can basically show the page name, or you can simply say click here or anything. So let's just dive it into the live editor to see the links in action. So okay, so we are here over inside this live editor, and I am actually going to create a link that is going to send me up to the index page. Okay, so where we had written our previous code. Okay, so I'm going to start up with A, and it is automatically going to close the tag for me, so I can simply say click here, right? And we have seen that we are going to use href to basically specify the URL that we are going to send the user to. So the page name, the URL that I want to send the person to is basically index.html. So let's just save this page and see this Okay, so right here we have this link that says click here. So as soon as I click, it will take me to the index page. Okay, so you can see that index.html is over here, and I recommend that you also put an anchor tag over here also to send me to the other page that we have been coding. Okay, so a person can basically navigate using anchor tags, right? So anchor tag is pretty simple. In case you have directories or folders to navigate to, so you can just basically you can just put the directory name first and then the file name. Okay, so for example, we have this directory or folder, as you call it, that says project. So this is not a file, this is a folder. If you click on this, it is going to show up all the files that are inside this folder, right? So in case I want to navigate to a file that is actually present inside this folder, so for that I will have to basically start the anchor tag, and inside the href, basically first I need to write the folder name or the directory name and then the file name. Okay, so this is index.php, that is the file name, or you can say uploader.php or any file that you actually want to access, and then say uploader. Okay, so this is going to be the text that is going to show on the page, and this is the directory name, right? So in this way you can actually create links that go inside the directory. So it's very simple. This one is quite interesting actually. So sometimes you basically need to show the links within a page. Okay, so this can be slightly misguiding for you to say that links within. This is actually used to navigate inside a page. Okay, so you will be staying on the same page, but you will be navigating to various sections of the page. Okay, so say this page, we have a long text written over here, and that will actually increase the length of the page. So in result you can see that there is a scroll bar and I can scroll from top to the end. Okay, so in cases our page gets really long, so we are going to have one button that will navigate us to the bottom of this page. So when I click on this link, okay, I'm gonna hit this, and as you can see that I've reached the bottom of the page. So basically it is navigating me inside the page. So I'm gonna show you how to use the links within. So let's get up to our live editor, and I'm going to create one new file that says links.html. So here we have it. We have this links.html, and I'm going to start up with writing some head. Okay, so on the top I'm going to write down a link. Let's leave the href blank so far. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this, but first of all let me get the structure ready. So click here to go at the bottom. So we will basically navigate the user from the top to the bottom of the page. Okay, I basically need to write down a lot of text now so that I can actually increase the length of the page, so we can see that our link is actually working. To increase the length of the page, I'm going to copy some text from here. So I'm going to paste it multiple times so that my page gets really long. Okay, this will be good enough for me. Okay, so let's save this and see if my page is long enough. So there is a scroll bar, and that is good, right? We are good to go. Okay, so at the bottom of a page we just need to specify another anchor tag. Okay, now this is not going to act as a link or anything. Okay, so basically this is going to mark the end of the page where we actually want this other tag to navigate to. Okay, so I'm gonna name it as bottom, and I'm gonna close this. Okay, so I'm gonna write some text that this is the bottom of the page. Okay, so make sure that this attribute is name attribute. Okay, so on the top we have a link, and on the click of this link we actually want our user to navigate to the bottom of the page. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna write a hash and then the name of the tag where we want to go. Okay, so this will basically, hash is for referencing an element inside the page. Okay, and bottom is the name of the place where we want the user to navigate to. Okay, so we want to navigate to bottom, so this is gonna look for something named as bottom on a page, and if it finds so, it's gonna navigate to the same to that section in the same page. So I'm gonna save this and view. Over here, let's see if it works. I'm gonna click on this, and as you can see that I've scrolled to the bottom of this page, and this is the bottom. Let me try one more time. So I'm gonna scroll up to the top of the page and hit this link, and again I'm on the bottom of the page. So these are the links within. Okay, so this can be basically used to navigate to the various sections of the web page. So in case your web page is too long, so you can just say scroll to the top or scroll to the bottom, right? And then we have the skill assessment for the links, and you can just go through it. And this brings us to the end of this video. So thank you so much for watching.